Okay, so you've waited long enough. It's time to give you my favourite albums of 2023. It is nearly the end of February, and I still haven't told you the albums I loved back in 2023. What a fucking moron. My 6-month break did me well. I would take the next break in 2028. Meanwhile, I missed a lot of good shit. Well, I didn't miss it. I was there, but just didn't record it for you guys. I managed to gather 10 albums that were unique and brilliant. Some of you will completely disagree with my list, but remember, this list is completely subjective. So, before I start, pop your favourite albums down below in the comments below. 2023 was a good year of metal, and I missed half of it with my extended break. On this list we got the likes of metalcore, all the way to the dingiest black metal and funeral doom. Did I just say metalcore? Nah, fuck that shit. We got no metalcore. Albums that will not be featured on the list will be albums I mentioned in my favourite black metals list. So there will be no Marduk, no Minenwerfer, which was my favourite black metal album of the year, but I will include one black metal album that I missed out because I'm a fucking numbskull and only gave you 9 black metal albums in that black metal album vid. So, first up is the Howling Void Into Darkness Evermore Profound. An atmospheric, obscure, charged funeral doom album filled with orchestral moments making the whole entire album epic. You feel like at times being swallowed by the depression that is being drilled in your head with the crushing riffs and monstrous vocals. They manage to harness the listener by sprinkling subtle but deadly chords to manifest to us what is really happening. The slow-tuned hypnotic electric guitars are accompanied by the thunderous snare that hits now and again throughout Into Darkness Evermore Profound. What's also so good about this amazing album is that it's melancholic. You're being washed over by this wave of depression as you're listening to this. The vocals have a menacing tone to it. That's what you expect from Funeral Doom. This is easily one of the best Funeral Doom albums of the 2020s, but something else came out this year that overtook that. Yes, it's on this list. You'll have to find out what and when the time has come. Overall, a tight and cohesive Funeral Doom album. The self-titled track is a fucking killer, running over 10 minutes. Well, each song in this album is over 10 minutes. Deeper, Darker Waters is more fast-paced, but then we encounter the finale on this album with the end of endings, and fuck me sideways, this is an amazing closer. So an incredible album by the Howling Void, and this is why it's made it onto my end of year list. Next up is Midnight Odyssey, Biolume Part 3, A Full Moon Madness. Well, this is fantastic. No words can express how good this album is. No words can do it justice. This is atmospheric black metal with cool synthesizers that sprinkle throughout Biolume Part 3. They complete this trilogy with an outstanding performance. The production is calibrated to what you expect from atmospheric black metal. It's clean but also has a raw tone. There are dissonant melodies at times on this and the vocals that are harrowing. We all know Midnight Odyssey loves to create long ass albums. This album edges close to 2 hours. A fantastic album from start to finish with riveting spiraling guitar moments and adrenaline filled moments. Transitional intense drum work with the instrumentals sounding dirty and organic. As darkness dims, the fire is such an amazing way to kick off the album, and then it's all go. There are synthesizers that make this album at times feel epic, and this is such an amazing addition to Midnight Odyssey's discography. I have been waiting for a new Insomnium album for years, and finally it came this year. Anno 1696, released sometime in February 2023. Jesus Christ, has nearly been a year since the release already. This album, Insomnium, is another banger, with slowly tempo songs mixed with fast-paced melodic death metal. It's melancholic in some ways, but also fast and furious in others. The song 1696 is a great way to start off the album, with beautiful clean guitars transitioning into the melodic, melancholic death metal that Insomnium is so good at. There are also guests on Anno 1696 with Sakis Tolis on White Christ, an absolute banger of a song with intense aggressive vocals and amazing melodies. Joanna Kekela is also featured on Godforsaken, which is a long drawn out melodic death metal song with stunning arrangements of instruments that will make your mouth water. Unrest is such a beautiful melancholic song. You could say this was a ballad with majestic string arrangements. The vocals on this album are so fucking good. The production makes the vocals even better. Harsh, aggressive, in-your-face vocals mixed with the clean singing you are expecting when hearing an Insomnium album. Not as gloomy or doomy as the previous album like Heart Like a Grave, but Anno 1696 is still fucking killer. One of the most brutal, desolate death metal albums was released in 2023. Incantation, the death metal legends. The same guys that brought you Onward to the Golfer and Diabolical Conquest. I bring you Incantation's new album, Unholy, Deificaiton. Fuck, this album is so damn good, brutal with just amazing atmosphere, and the production is caked with frantic guitars and sinister vocals. There's a doomier edge to this album, throwing back to Profane Nexus and Vanquish and Vengeance. Homunculus is an example of doom incorporated on this album. Fast and furious songs like Magaron and thunderous guitar riffs and monstrous vocals. Yeah, it's cookie cutter. Yeah, it's death metal, but it's done right, and this will kick the shit out of any deathcore band. Who can forget the spiraling tremolo picking on convulsed words of power that could possibly be my favorite song on the album, along with Ultify, Unify, Incarnage, and Circle Eye of Ascension, which is slow, dirty death metal. Great album this is, check it out. Okay, so this one excites me. I nearly fell through the wall when I saw Imperium Deceit was releasing an album. They did back in January 2023, and holy shit, this album is fucking amazing. It's what you expect from Imperium Deceit. Atmospheric, melodic, black metal. The guitar tone is spectacular. I'm into Sorrow Evermore. His vocals has a reverb tinge to it, making him sound like he's in a cathedral. The production on this is clean, but this thing is caked with atmosphere. Truth Under Stars, Elysian Fields are one of the best black metal songs of 2023, without question. Atmospheric, melodic, with infectious guitar melodies and searing vocals. This album easily is one of the best metal albums of 2023, and that's why it's made it on my list. Cannibal Corpse is next, and their new album Chaos Horrific. Well, this is cookie cutter death metal, but it's well executed. It's what you expect from Cannibal Corpse album. Hard hitting, furious, dirty death metal. The drums and guitars on this are ruthless in tone, with Corpse Grinder just doing his thing on vocals. His aggression and pure insanity on vocals is mesmerizing, belting killer songs such as Summon for Sacrifice, Bloodblind, the crazy black metal inspired song Drain You Empty, which is so damn good. The riffs on Chaos Horrific are bouncy and close to catchy, melodic in some parts but brutal in others. Pretty good album by Cannibal Corpse, but not their best. I believe that the album Violence Unimagined, it was slightly better, but on Chaos Horrific there are still some killer tracks, and they do experiment a bit with slow-paced songs like the aforementioned Drain You Empty. album that took me by surprise is a thrash metal record. Sadus released an album last year called The Shadow Inside. Well, this one is great, hard, energetic and thrashy. This is a thrashing good time. The vocals on this remind me of Creator. In fact, most of The Shadow Inside reminds me of Creator. There is a blackened tinge. The vocals and bouncy thrashy riffs are the main star on The Shadow Inside. Not to mention the face-melting solos you get on the song First Blood. This fucking hits hard, and to me this is the best thrash metal album of 2023. Hands down, this is A-class thrash metal. It sounds evil at times with the sinister vocals, and the drumming on this is on the next level. I honestly can't stop headbanging to this when I decide to listen to it again. Truly one of the best of the year. The Devil in Me is an all-out thrasher. Scorch and Burn is so good with his infectious guitar riffs, and the self-titled track, whoa, what a banger. Sadus is pretty underrated band, but should get more recognition because every album I've checked out by them have been amazing. Surprise, surprise, coming up next is Catatonia and the album Sky Void of Stars. Another stellar album by Catatonia. They can't make any bad albums. I'm seeing Catatonia live tomorrow in Melbourne, and honestly I can't fucking wait. I'm hoping they are going to play some of the old stuff, but also hoping they will play the full album of Sky Void of Stars. The guitars on this are great, very melodic, and Jonah's vocals are of course tuneful and close to angelic. Some ripper songs on Sky Void of Stars such as Austerity, Colossal Shade, Birds, Orpha, and Impermanence. There are strong doom flavours on this, with some layering synths on some tracks that create an unsettling atmosphere. Of course, the vocals but lead guitar similar to City Barrels is on another level, with cool guitar licks and some solos. Pretty good album from Catatonia. Can't wait to finally see them live tomorrow.
Spiraling down, I'm never enough to pay. Don't have the means to stay resilient, to see Saturn ascending.
Probably a lot of you haven't heard this band before. The Lightbringer of Sweden released a fucking modern day classic this year called The New World Order. This is easily my most played album of the year. If you like bands such as Iron Maiden, you're gonna fucking well love this. The vocals on this are incredible. The heavy metal aesthetic is present all throughout the album. The New World Order is the Lightbringer of Sweden's sophomore album, and it certainly delivered the goods. Pun intended, Judas Priest. Amazing guitar work on this mixed with the galloping drums and fun atmosphere. Songs, The Beast is Rising, Free the Angels, and of course one of my favourite songs of the year, Where the Eagles Fly, which is an incredible power ballad. Lucifer is fast and melodic. This is just a fantastic traditional heavy metal album from start to finish, with mouth-watering guitar solos and killer vocals. Okay, so we already had one Funeral Doom album on the list that I said it was the best Funeral Doom album of 2020s. It was only then that another band released a better Funeral Doom album. Behold, Ahab released The Coral Tombs, a thrilling under-ocean water adventure. This album is fucking amazing. It's skewer and in the depths of the ocean. Ahab is one of my favourite bands of all time, and when they released this stunning masterpiece, it was surreal. Monstrous vocals and amazing crushing guitar riffs lifts this album to the next caliber. Esoteric is also featured on The Coral Tombs. Maelstrom is such an incredible song, crushing like the monster, taking you down to the bottom of the ocean, never to resurface. Mobilis and Billy, in the first song on the album, Professor Aranis descend into the vast oceans and the intro, brrr, so fucking good. Menacing guitar licks and slow-paced songs, this album is my favourite of the year. The Coral Tombs was released in January, and in fact January 2023 was a killer month with 5 albums from January on my end of year list, which is crazy. Unfortunately to me, metal in 2023 wasn't that great. I know people will disagree with me, but this is just my honest opinion. There were some great metal albums 2023, but not enough for me to give you 20 albums this year. So anyway, there you are, we finally did it. Here are my favourite albums of 2023. Pop your favourites down below. It's been fun. I will see you in the next one.